CityTalks with Reuben Abati.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another exciting edition of your number one talk show, CityTalks with Reuben Abati. On your number one lifestyle station, City 1051 FM. On this show, we talk about stories of political and human interest that affect us as Nigerian citizens and as members of a global human community. Today, we'll be discussing the Lagos State PDP and the 2023 general elections. And to guide us through this, we have a special guest, and it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you a politician and Lagos State gubernatorial aspirant, Prince Wale Gomez. Prince Wale Gomez is the current chairman of MOAHZ Group Board of Directors, and is an alumnus of the prestigious St. Gregory College in Lagos. He is a graduate of Business and Finance from South Bank University in London. He is also CEO, Olex Petroleum Limited, CEO, Legends Care Agency Limited, London, UK, principal partner at HCE Nigeria Limited, a big-time player in facility management. He is also chairman, CEO, Quant Capital Limited, a private equity firm with co-investment in real estate and technologies. He has a postgraduate diploma from East London University. He is a fellow of the Institute of Management and is an erudite scholar and businessman who boasts of cognitive trainings across the United States and Europe with several certifications. Wale Gomez says he is the one that Lagos needs to break the jinx. He says he's equal to the task. We'll find out in a moment, and you can also assess him on the basis of his own protestations and affirmations. If you want to be part of this conversation, you can call us on 07 001051 1051. You can also leave a comment on our WhatsApp number 090 991 64403, and also on social media account at City1051 on Zoom and Facebook. Prince Wale Gomez, thank you for joining us, and welcome to City Talks with Reuben Abati here on City 1051 FM. Good afternoon. Or is it good morning, rather? Hello? Prince Wale Gomez, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Good morning, Dr. Reuben, and good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay.
It's a pleasure being on this program.
I know you've been very active saying you are the best man for Lagos. G for G. The Adaba of Lagos. As your posters and efforts on social media indicate. Why do you think we need to change the governor of Lagos State? Babajide Sanwo-Olu seems to be doing very well in the consideration of some people, many people. He has a themes agenda. And only recently, he pushed forward on that T of the themes by moving forward with a metro, a transportation system in Lagos. Before then, he did the waterways. And here you are saying, no, he has not done enough on the PDP side. He has to be replaced. Is this just about partisan politics? Or you believe that the governor is not doing well, as some people think?
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Reuben. And thank you, everybody, for coming into this program. Like you are rightfully said, I am considering taking over the governance of Lagos State. Now, based on what you just said, your assessment is that he's doing very well. He's doing well to some people's standard. But to some of us who are true Lagosians, this is not what we want in our state. We want a better state. We want a state with a better transportation. We want a state with a better schooling system. We want a state that can produce the likes of myself. We grew up in a state, in Lagos State, that you can sleep at night and wake up in the morning and you feel safe going to work. Right now, nothing is working. If we still keep getting the same type of structure for 21 years, it's about time for us to look for something different. And we're coming out to say that, yes, PDP is ready to take over Lagos State. And we will take over Lagos State, inshallah.
Well, I don't get the point about what Sanwo-Olu has not done well, that you think needs to be changed. But within the PDP,
okay,
you recall, okay, you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I'd like to respond to that. If you wake up at 4 o'clock to go to work from Ipaja to Lagos Island at 4 o'clock in the morning and come back 10 o'clock at night, would you say that is the right thing? I think we've been going through that for over 15 years now, going to 20 years, going through the same motion, going through traffic, going through hold-ups and everything, where we can have simple solution to all this. Though he hasn't done anything fantastic, what he has been doing is maintaining Lagos. That's not what we want. We want a developmental program for Lagos, not maintenance of Lagos. Thank you.
Okay, let me rephrase this matter in another way. Look, the PDP for how many years now, since 1999, has not been able to deal with this issue of the APC, the AC, the ACN, if I may just cut through the chase, the Bola Tinubu camp, political camp in Lagos, being in charge of Lagos. And I've seen a thing where you said, oh, your story is like the Funshaw Williams story. Are you saying you want to change Lagos and at the same time you are afraid? And what are you afraid of?
Afraid of what? Do you know how long I've gone out with the Yaitoliko? That's over 2 years, and they all know me that I'm behind the whole program. The Yaitoliko, we suffered enough in Lagos. What have they done for us to say that we're happy? If this is the standard for some people to live in, no, we're not prepared to go for that again in PDP. Now, for your statement that says that we've been losing to them for whatever, everybody knows that we didn't lose to anybody. They knew that we beat them in Lagos all the time. But the power that be, they know what to do and they know what they're doing. But we're not scared of anything. 2023 is going to be another year entirely, and they will see a different PDP. A different PDP that is determined, and people are ready for a new PDP. So, whatever anybody says about being continuing, we'll say 2023 is the full stop. 2019 is a comma, but 2023 is a full stop. And we must stop this mess with Gomez.
Well, last week, Jandon, the man popularly known as Jandon, decided to cross over to the PDP. And people are now saying all over the place that Jandon is the anointed candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos, particularly as the event that was held last week involved leaders of the party from different parts being there. So what do you say to that? I mean, Dr. Adediran, as is popularly known, or Jandon, are joining the party, and people are saying that Jandon, Adediran Abdulaziz, Jandon, 21st January 2021 declaration, is the new face of the PDP in Lagos. And I know that you are not the only other person trying to scheme, or no, that's the wrong word, trying to be an aspirant for the party. So what do you say to that? How are you dealing with that challenge?
Okay, right now, my brother Jandor, as it's called, not Jandon, Jandor, as it's called, is welcome, has been welcomed to the party. You see, the difference between PDP and APC is the fact that we as PDP, we go through open contests where everybody, you sell yourself in PDP. Whereas in the other party, someone says that's the next. They've actually come out with a person that's going to be the next person. But we're saying, Jandor coming to the party, the more the merrier. Him leaving this party to come to PDP, once he was blind, but now he can see. And I'm sure he has a dream to come and to come and do something, add value to our party. We welcome everybody. Our party is the most beautiful party in the whole of West Africa, not only West Africa, or the whole of Africa. So anybody is welcome to come. We all meet on the field. There's no Congress that has been done yet. There's no primary that has been done yet. So nobody can say this person has been nominated by anybody. We all know that we're going to go on the field, and the party brings out the best person. Thank you.
Okay, Jandor talks about Lagos for Lagos. You also talk about Lagos for Lagos. You talk about change in Lagos. What is all this Lagos for Lagos, competition? When it is very clear that in Lagos today, in some parts of it, a Lagosian or an indigenous Lagosian or autochthonous Nigerian Lagosian cannot win an election. Igbos are in charge of certain parts of the state. Ijebus and Egbas are in charge of certain parts of the state. So what is all this insularity, isolationism that those who consider themselves original Lagosians talk about? And in the campaign you have conducted, you have been also following that line, that Lagos is for Lagosians. Are you planning to drive Reuben Abati out of Lagos, for example?
No. I am not talking. Well, Jandor the group can come and talk about Lagos for Lagos. As far as I'm concerned, it's Lagos for Lagosians. Lagosians is for everybody, not Lagos for Lagos. Lagos for Lagosians. Yes, every single person that is living in Lagos is supposed to be called a Lagosian. And we're going to plan for every single person living in Lagos. Now, within our system in PDP, we don't discriminate about anybody. We say that everybody is welcome. As long as you pay your tax and you lived in this city, we're all Nigerians and we're all Lagosians. We are ready to take over Lagos the way Lagos is supposed to be run. And you will see a big difference in it. So with us, we're not too tribalistic or too, how let's say it, too Lagosianistic. We're all Lagosians and we're going to fight for the whole of Lagos. Thank you.
Okay, Prince Gomez. The biggest factor in Lagos politics is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has even raised the matter to the national level. He wants to be president of Nigeria. I saw a document comparing you to Funshaw Williams of blessed memory. Do you think that your machinery, even with the backing of Atono Oodua, Chief Olabode George, can make a difference in Lagos State as we move towards 2023 elections? And
yeah,
do you share
people
the
are
view?
comparing.
And do you share
Yes,
the view that the
people
PDP in Lagos
Yes.
is not prepared?
Yes, people are comparing me with my captain, Prince, our dear captain, Funshaw Williams, who went to the same school as I did. And if you look at something, most people that come out to want to take over Lagos were ex-Gregorians. And the reason why I said this is because where I went to school, we don't discriminate. We have everybody living in that came to that school from everywhere. So it's been in our blood, and we know what Lagos State is. Now, talking about machinery, we've always had the machinery to take over Lagos. We're always being cheated out, but this time around, it's not going to be like that any longer. It's going to be everything. We're going to be equal in everything, and they should be prepared for that. Lagos is no more. The PDP is no more going to be the PDP of old. It's going to be a new, bigger, much better structure. For example, look at our what we did in Abuja, our convention, the most peaceful convention. PDP has been rebranded. PDP is going to be a different party, and PDP Lagos is going to be a different ball game. They should be prepared for that.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. Okay, but the PDP at the national level has said that, look, zoning is not an issue. The presidential candidate can come from anywhere. That's front page story in one of the papers today. But before we get to that, very quickly, I would like to ask you about your plans for the people of Lagos. It's not enough to say, Lagos or Lagos, I want to be governor. What exactly do you think you want to bring to the table that will be different?
Now, short of sending out my manifesto and putting it up on the system here, I'll just give you a few examples of what I want to do. just few snippets to know for people to know. In the first place, I will try to make sure that in every local government there will be a clinic where all artisans and everybody that in any industry will all sit down and talk about their problems in every local government. People are used to it. The governors stay in Alausa, they don't know what's happening in Ajimule. Yes, they have the councillors and they have the local government chairman there. How are we sure that the things that you're supposed to be, you are collecting money, they're using it for? I went when I first started, the first thing I did was to go around and do a SWOT analysis on the state of Lagos. And I found out that most of the things that's happening, the reason why PDP has been doing, not been so aggressive in this whole thing is because within us, there are some issues within us. So the first thing I did was to go to all the local governments to make sure that I created peace within us. Now, the peace has now generated into something that's given PDP a beautiful pride. Now, when we say that we want to come out and change Lagos, what that means is that we're going to change it from the ward level. We're going to turn Lagos to a totally different state from the ward level. When you're coming to Nigeria from abroad, you're going through Oshodi. I thank God for someone who has done a better job on Oshodi. Then you can start going through all the nooks and corners of Lagos, and you find the mess that is in there. I'll tell you, when I come to government, I will make sure that every ward is given the right facelift. Every city, every area of Lagos will have someone that's going to be in charge of it. That will report directly to me, and I'll make sure that I inspect every week to different wards. That's my plan. And that's just a snippet of the things I'm going to do. I have a lot more that we've got planned under my party that we're going to make sure Lagos is different.
Okay, but...
By the way, this is not the Lagos we grew up in.
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, by the way, this is not the Lagos we grew up in. The Lagos we grew up in is a more beautiful... Yeah. And we're going to turn it back to Lagos. I keep asking, where is my Lagos? This is not the Lagos we grew up in, and we're going to bring back our Lagos.
Well, somebody just asked now, somebody in the government of Lagos State, he says, what is your blueprint for development? Not this noise making that he perceives is what you are doing. So is this noise making, or you have a blueprint?
Yes, I do have a blueprint. It's going to be in my manifesto, which I cannot release yet. What do you expect from a PDP member or staff of PDP to say? Of course, they're not happy that PDP is being happy. Is very happy now, and they're not happy that one of the biggest person in their camp has moved to a better party. Yes, he was blind. Now he can see. He can see the light. That's where things are going. And I'm telling you, by the time we come out, the blueprint will be very clearly stated that everybody will understand. No hiding it. I'll send it to you, Dr. Abati, so you to analyze. It's a totally different network that we're setting up. Thank you.
Okay, let's come back to Lagos State again. The Lagos State government just got 2 trains, from Milwaukee in the United States. The Red Line that they want to make happen, the Metro Line that have been abandoned. The Lagos State government is also talking about the 4th Mainland Bridge, which they intend to deliver in 3 to 4 years. The Sanwo-Olu government has done very well, in some people's estimation, with the management of the COVID-19 situation. I can go on and on. And here you are saying, no, the government must leave, and you want to take over. Is it that you are scoring the government 0 just because the government belongs to the opposition in your circumstance?
Right. That's a fantastic question. Now, they went over there to Milwaukee to buy a plane that has been rejected for years. The costings of this one we don't even know. And they told us the costings, but we haven't independently assessed it yet. They're bringing something that has been abandoned for years. They're coming over here. What are the standard operating manual that they're going to use here? We don't know. The training facility that they're going to use here, we don't know. The electricity, the voltage in America is different from what voltage is here. What are the technical specifications that we're going to use here? We don't know. This is supposed to be green line, blue line, and whatever line they're using. We are only, for over 7 years now, we've been running through the same, they've been building the same fly thing to take the train. Now to take a train. It's been over 6 years they've been doing this. Now for them to go there and say they're buying something they're bringing to Nigeria, how are we sure those things are going to work? We have an example of the train that they brought from India, and is now from China, that is giving problem. I was in one of the trains that the AC wasn't working, and we had to turn down. Now, these are not the ways we should do things. First and foremost, let's look at what they've done so far for 6 years, 7 years. Let's see what they've got. How far have they gone in fixing this thing? Rwanda there, or Kenya there, did a train in about 2-3 years. We're doing it in 7 8 years. 5 times the cost of it. Does that make any sense? So let's hurry up and do things and let the sufferings go off. We're talking about what they're bringing from wherever they're Milwaukee. That's not what is the answer. The answer is they should hurry up and do what they're supposed to do. People are suffering. Period.
Prince Gomez. Okay, let's go national.
Yeah.
Take a look at the PDP. I asked you earlier that the PDP seems to be saying, look, the presidential candidate can come from anywhere. What does that say in terms of implications for the chances of the party in 2023? And what are your opinions about rotational presidency? Do you think that the presidency should go, for example, to the Southeast in the interest of equity and justice?
Well, now our party is a very open party. We have said that, yes, everybody wants to become president. Let everybody come out and the first person will be chosen. My own personal view is kept to me. But we're saying here that our party has been able to justify the reason where we are the best party in Africa. To say that open everything up to everybody, north, south, east, or west. Let everybody come out and present what they are. And that was the microcosm of what's happening in Lagos State, because we're saying everybody come out and present yourself. Let's see your card. In the national as well, let everybody come out and present themselves. In the long run, the best person will win. That's what we're looking at. And that's the best thing to do. We are not going to say we're zoning this to the north. We say, no, we're saying come out. It's free for all for the presidency.
Well, Prince Gomez, in the event that you lose the primaries in Lagos State, are you going to stay in the party, or you will immediately defect to another political party, thinking that despite your efforts, the PDP Lagos has disappointed you? And how many of the leaders in the PDP in Lagos do you have behind you?
You see, one thing that I will tell you right now is that I am a professional in politics. I'm not a professional politician. There's a big difference. That's number one. Number two, I've been in PDP now for about 13, 14 years. I have never gone anywhere. I believe wholeheartedly in PDP, and I will never, no matter what, even if I don't get a party, it's not about me. Whoever gets a party, I'll use all my resources to support that person. We are going to have to take over Lagos. We're not backing down. PDP is not backing down. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't have any backer behind me. I've talked to all the leaders. Most of them, people know me. They know about my aspiration. I don't have any backer. I don't have any, but I'm using my own fund to take care of everything I've done so far. I've been around here. I've been on this now for about 2 years, and there's no going back. Even if it's not me, like I repeat again, whoever comes out, I know will be the best, and I will support with everything I have.
Okay, Prince Gomez, as we are having this conversation, someone from the Lagos State government has sent me a message to declare what the facts and figures are as of December 2021 with regard to the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. I probably will not mention his name, but he's a permanent secretary in the government. He was my classmate at the University of Calabar. And he has quite a detailed document here about how, with regard to road construction and rehabilitation, what Babajide Sanwo-Olu has done, quite a long list, and also with regard to intermodal transportation, what he has done, the commissioning of roads and all of that, what he has done with what is called in this document that is on my phone, Lag Ferry, water. The gentleman also talks about construction of jetties and socio-economic interventions, and I'm trying to scroll down all the way.
Dr. Reuben.
Housing and all of that. So you want to take over health, and that's in the context of COVID, what has been done, and child centers and other facilities that have been commissioned. So the Lagos State government, they are listening to you, and they are already fighting back by sending me documents. Is it that you are not aware of this? What are we dealing with regard to your ambition? Power for power's sake.
Okay. Dr. Reuben, while you were talking there, the system kept cutting off, and about 90% of what you just said.
No, I was reading out the achievements of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, as sent to me by a key official in that government, in various departments. And I said I will not mention the name of the person. And I was trying to highlight some of those achievements. So, if this governor is doing well,
please, can you highlight?
Why are you challenging him?
Please, can you highlight those facts too? Because I didn't hear them. Can you highlight just some of the facts?
Okay, I gave a long list of achievements in the health sector, in the housing sector, in others, in transportation, and all of that the person sent to me. And the person titled the latest facts and figures. And that person is a prominent figure in the government. The person was my classmate many years ago at the University of Calabar. So, but I don't want to mention his name because he didn't mention my name.
Dr. Abati, what I can tell you is this. Anybody can roll out any figure. Anybody can roll it out. Has it been independently audited? Anybody can roll out all figures. We've got evidence of figures that were used to build the railway system they're trying to build. We know the figures they're using. And we know that everybody knows that the game is not about you rolling out figure. The game is, let's not put into an audited account and let's see what the actual figures are. You can say you built something, Dr. But I'll tell Lagosians, the state of the roads in Lagos, are those what you want? That's number one. Hospitals in Lagos, go to Randall Avenue, Surulere here. If you go there, it's all filth. Go to Ebute Mental Health Center, it's all filth. Is that the state? Is that what they're giving us figures? Let us put it on independent audit and let us know the facts they're giving us. Those facts, nobody's buying them any longer. I remember someone said there was nobody in Victoria Land that was murdered. We found out that it was all lies. Now, how many lies would they give to us in Lagos? We're tired of it. They should come out and let's put subjects to independent audit for people to say, yes, they've done this the right thing. You can't be auditing your own self. Let us put it onto an independent audit and let us know what we're doing here. It's not about just talking about Sanwo-Olu or Lagos, the current Lagos thing. No, we know, Lagosians know that this is not the Lagos we all want. We want something a lot better than that. I went to Abuja the other day, and the beauty of Abuja was that it was smooth. I mean, it was a beautiful city. That is what we want in Lagos. We want a city that people will be proud of. People are not proud of what we have now in Lagos. The suffering is just too much. Look at Oshodi. Look at the Oshodi that we are looking at. Just go to Oshodi and see. Go and take a bus or taxi there. I have been there. I've seen it there. People are not attacked. Look at Sangros. They said they're fixing Sangros. They drove everybody out. Up to the year now, they haven't done anything to it. Is that what we want? We want efficiency. We want a management that will take care of Lagos. It's not about me. I'm talking as a Lagosian. I am talking as a Lagosian that this is belittling for us to have a Lagos State like this, and someone is coming out and talking about achievement. What achievements have they done? They should come out and tell us what have they done, and let's just put it on independent audit. Thank you.
Okay, Prince Gomez. Somebody just sent in a message saying, "Well, I hope this Prince Gomez, who says he wants to take over Lagos, that he hopes you are a regular taxpayer, because you don't pay tax and then you say you want to be governor, that matter is likely to come up, the person claims somewhere down the line. Are you a taxpayer in Lagos? Hello, Prince Gomez. Hello? I'm not hearing you.
I'm a taxpayer in Lagos. When the time comes, I'll redeem my tax report.
Okay. The same state government will probably have the records. But let's take this short break, and then when we return, other people can join us on this conversation. And you have, if you want to be part of it, the numbers to call on phone is 070 1051 1051. And also on WhatsApp 0909 916 4403. And you can join us at Twitter at City1051, on Instagram at City1051, on Facebook at 010511 of 1051. We'll take this break and then we'll be right back. Stay with us.
City Talks with Reuben Abati.
Okay, welcome back to City Talks with Reuben Abati. Here on your number one lifestyle station, City 1051 FM. If you want to be part of the conversation, please call us on 070010511051, and also on WhatsApp 09099164403, and on social media at City 1051 on Zoom and Facebook. Our guest has been Prince Wale Gomez. Prince Wale Gomez, a gubernatorial aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos State. And he says, affirmatively, he says that Lagos State needs change and that Lagos State needs to move forward and is the best man for the job. Now, we'll take your inputs from out there. Do we have the first caller on the line? Okay, I have this from WhatsApp. Dr. Reuben Abati, honestly, this is the right time for PDP to take power from the hands of the oppressor in Lagos State. It can be better than now with the NSAS incident and the free-for-all activities of the National Union of Road Transporters Workers in Lagos State. It's about time PDP rose to the occasion and took the stage and audited Lagos State account for the past 20 years of the APC reign. I want to raise a warning for the PDP party. If truly they want to win the seat of power in Alausa, they must not allow Jimmy Agbaje to become their governorship candidate. He's a submarine politician. He emerges during an election and he submerges after election, and that kind of politician can't win any local government election. I hope our guest has the backing of Chief Olabode George. To the late former SSG, the daughter of Adenina Ogunsanya, may her soul rest in peace. She was so passionate to see a change in Lagos, but she couldn't say it. Adegoyiga Adedeji, that's the person who sent that message in. Very quickly as you can make it, Prince Wale Gomez, 2 issues there, 3 issues there, in fact. Quickly, so that we can take other callers. Hello?
Now, I'll start with the last statement that says that we should not bring out Jimmy Agbaje. Jimmy Agbaje is a member of our party. He has done his best. But moving forward, my name is Prince Wale Gomez. I'm totally different. What we're saying here is that for 2023, people are prepared for a new Lagos. We're bringing out a new Lagos. We're going to rebuild Lagos entirely. As per my relationship with Chief Labode George, who is our apex leader, he's my father. He's my political father, and there's nothing I can do or no statement I can make without him being aware of it. So I have
Hello, Prince Gomez. I'm not hearing you. Your system is
Hello?
Having audio issues. Hello, Prince Gomez. Please, can
Yeah, I
you
can
take
hear
a
you now.
second look at your system?
Yeah, my system is fine off. I mean, the thing is shutting down, but it's fine. I can hear you now.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, I've given you my statements. I'll say that I'm very close to our apex leader.
No, you are cutting off again. Please, is it possible to block calls coming in onto that phone, just in case you are using a phone connection? I'm sure many of our listeners would like to hear what you have to say.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please go ahead. And please, can we block other calls? Please go ahead. Hello, Prince Gomez. Hello, Prince Gomez.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm very, very close to Chief Body Judge, and there's nothing I can do in politics without getting his blessing. And also, as for the Jimmy Abati, he's a member of our party, and he has done his best, and we wish him the best as well. So those are the two questions they asked, and I've answered them.
Okay. Well, let's take some calls out there and see. Hello, your name, your location. Our guest is here, Prince Wale Gomez, gubernatorial aspirant, Lagos State. Please go ahead. Hello? Hello? Okay, we don't have that caller coming through. And then we have this from Emmanuel. He says he wishes PDP to take over Lagos State in 2023 to test another political party. But he says, I don't see it happening. When general elections come along, as long as APC is controlling the center. Do you share that view, Prince Wale Gomez?
You share the view that PDP will take over Lagos State. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's saying he doesn't see APC taking over Lagos as long as the APC is in charge of the center. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, Mr. Reuben. Mr. Reuben Abati.
Yeah, please go ahead. We seem to be having issues with Prince Wale Gomez's connection in this segment of the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, can you hold on? Caller, can you hold on? It looks like Prince Wale Gomez is with us now. Yes, Prince Wale Gomez, please go ahead. Yeah.
The person that made that statement just got hit it on the head. In 2023, there's no way APC will take over Lagos State. PDP will be in charge of Lagos State. We know that. We know that the people are tired of APC. People need a change. But this time, we don't need just a change. We don't need a change that's the coin that they're giving us before. We need a true change in Lagos State. And it must happen. It must happen. We have to take over. PDP has to take over Lagos by God's grace, and we will. Thank you.
Okay, the caller on the line, please, if you could go ahead. Prince Wale Gomez is now with us.
Reuben, Dr. Reuben Abati. Good afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, Eddie from Tongo.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask the gubernatorial candidate there that what is he going to bring on board different from what this present administration is doing. Number one, the jet block at Apapa. Then number two, this go slow that is happening from Oshodi to getting to Ajegule Housing. Number three, the Aderu in Lagos. What is going? And last month, has become a terror to Lagos. So what is going to do to bring another support to Nigeria? That's what I want to ask. Thank you.
Okay, Prince Gomez, over to you. I'm sure you heard him. Hello, Prince Gomez. Hello, Prince Gomez. We seem again to have an audio connection program. Okay. We'll throw the floor open as we expect, Prince Gomez to sort out the audio connections from his end. Is there another caller on the line? So that we all can look at this issue about the future of Lagos State. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. Your name, your location, and your point of view.
Thank you very much. Dr. Reuben Abati. You have to say the prayer from Ikeja right now. I want to ask our guest, first of all, I welcome to the race. Well, I welcome him to the race, rather.
Hello?
But I don't think with the way he's sounding, he's really prepared for the job. I don't think he's prepared for the job. Hello?
Hello, please go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I don't think he's prepared for the job.
Can you repeat that question again? So I can hear you very well.
I want him.
No, Prince Gomez, please hold on. We have a caller on the line. We kept losing audio connection with you.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get people to also participate in the
program. I greet you and I salute your courage for coming into the ring.
Okay.
But really and honestly, I need to tell you that if you really want to be the next governor of Lagos, you have to work more than you are sounding. For me, you're not sounding like somebody who really needs that job. That's just my honest truth, and I have to be brutally honest with you. And I want to ask you a question. From 1999 to this, what can you say about the health facility in Lagos and the school? When I say school, I mean the primary and secondary school, government primary and secondary school. Because these are the areas that focus most on the people. And I believe so much in human development, capital. So what do you do? What will you do better? First of all, I want you to assess what you have on ground, on the health and the education. Then number two, what are you going to do better than what we have for more than 20 years now? Thank you very much.
Okay, Prince Gomez is asking you about what you are likely to do about the Human Development Index in Lagos State, and why do you think you are the best man for the job?
Now, most times, people do not understand what they call Human Development Index. What is it? Is a factor of the way people are developed mentally, physically, and in every other way. Now, most times, people walk around without understanding how to develop themselves as a person, as a human being. And the factor that causes that is the fact that most of us are purely going around like a chicken without a head because we don't have a proper government in place. Now, to have a better human development index, we have to consider the training of people. We have to consider the well-being of people, and we have to consider the transport model of people so that their mentality could be developed properly. That's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the whole structure together and do an analysis of it and build a better structure so that you have a better human development index. Thank you.
Okay, do we have another caller out there on the line?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead. Our guest is Prince Wale Gomez, gubernatorial aspirant PDP for Lagos State in 2023.
Yeah, Dr. Reuben, good afternoon. And good afternoon to your guest.
You, please go ahead.
Mr. Darlington speaking. I have been praying for the day Lagos will be rescued. Since 1999, there has never been an election in Lagos State. I have said it on this. We have never had an election in Lagos State. It's all about appointment and selection. And Baba Sope, for a place that claims to be center of excellence, I've always challenged them. What is excellent about Lagos State? In a state where Agberos are sharing government with elected government, a state where elected governor will go and settle quarrel with miscreants because he don't want to ruffle feathers. Lagos must be rescued. Lagos should be answering the name it bears if it really the center of excellence. There is nothing excellent here. Nothing. Lagos has been Iberonized. They are all over the place. 2 days ago, the last week, a governor banned the activities of NEU RC people at the Dumota. Go back there, they are still operating as if nothing happened. They are still there this morning, go there. So is that what you call Lagos? What is the value these people are adding to Lagos? Nothing. They are just there at the behest of their paymasters, just to cause trouble. So, government, I wish you luck. You should team up with other like minds and rescue Lagos. We are tired of charlatans parading as statesmen. It's because we have never had alternative. I have been crying since Funchal William died. I've been crying. That man would have done wonderful work in Lagos, but they took him out. And since that time, look at what we have. God will help you to rescue Lagos. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Prince Gomez, what do you say to that very briefly? So that
it's just a reflection of how people feel now. People are upset, people are out, and someone is coming out to tell us Sanwo-Olu has done this, Sanwo-Olu that. No, we're not going to accept it. There's nothing like he has done anything. That man that just spoke now, I thank you very much. And I hope when the time comes, you'll be there with us to stand up and take over this Lagos. All of us have to take over. The Lagos belongs to every one of us. It's not a person that owns it. It belongs to everybody. And we should come out en masse to let people know that no more mess for Lagos. It's got to go. Thank you very much. And I appreciate that man that just spoke. It's just a reflection of what people are saying.
Okay, Mr. Prince Gomez, I don't know how you deal with it. There's this guy here on the screen before me who is saying, my name is Alhaji Taju, Dr. Abati. Wale Gomez is no candidate in the PDP. When the time comes, you will see he's not a match in PDP. Nobody knows him. He's a returnee from London. Are you a returnee from London trying to be governor?
If I came back from England and America 6 years ago. Am I just a returnee? I've been in PDP over 15 years. I was a campaign manager for PDP in London. So anybody that says I'm a returnee, the person is got to be joking. I've been in this country for over 6 years. Check my record, and I've been steadily PDP. Whoever says that, whoever this man is talking, is one of those that are jittery. They're PDP by morning, APC by night. That's what they are. So we understand them. They know the game is over, and they know that Gomez is their problem. So now they want to use all sorts of things to rubbish the name. I've been fighting for. If I had gone over 20 local governments, it's not a joke. That means I'm a pure PDP person. Check my record. I've got it all stated everywhere. I've never been anywhere. So whoever says that is fine. We'll see when we get there.
Okay, this other person says Baba Abati. I don't know when I became Baba. I'm a young man. People should stop spoiling my market. Don't spoil my market. I'm a young man. Stop saying Baba Abati. Abati says, your guest should tell us what is going on. And what is the difference between Chief Ferdinand from Ijesha? Okay, I guess what that person is saying is that you are not from Lagos State, that you are from the Ijesha zone of Yoruba land. So are you truly a Lagosian?
Okay. Now, I'm sure you've heard about the Brazilian quarters in Lagos State. That's my only answer. I have a family house in Catholic Mission. I have a family house in Tokumbo. I have a family house in Goshere. I have a family house in Bangoshe. I'm a true Lagosian. And by the way, the TBS that everybody is talking about belongs to my family. And we're just listening to Lagos State. So we will see when it comes that I'm a true Lagosian. I'm a blue blood Lagosian. Whoever says Ijesha, the only thing I know about Ijesha is me talking to. That's all I know about Ijesha. I don't have anything to do with Ijesha in my life.
Okay, maybe perhaps some people will say that's not a problem. At a time when in Lagos State, people from the eastern part of the country represent Lagos State in the House of Reps, the Federal House of Reps. And we have a phenomenon in Lagos State where people from Imo State and Anambra State are Omonile in Lagos, particularly
Yes.
in Amuro Odofin and Okoko Michael, axis of the state. But don't let us go into all that controversy about who is a Lagosian and who is not a Lagosian. Because like you, one day I may just decide to be governor of Lagos State. And you people will start reminding me that I'm not from here. But very quick. We have this person on the video who is saying,
We'll take it to the tester soon.
who is saying, what is the idea between the concept Lagos for Lagos? Are you part of that movement? Hello? Prince Gomez. Hello, Prince Gomez. Why do we lose connection when I ask the critical questions? Did you hear that?
Like
Lagos
what?
for Lagos. What is the concept behind
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Please go ahead.
I can hear you.
Please go ahead. What is the concept behind Lagos for Lagos? Are you part of that movement?
Dr. Abati, I can hear you.
Yes, I just asked you a question. What's the concept that someone is asking? And that's a gentleman called Kama Dele Uluoje.
Okay.
Yes, on
Yes.
WhatsApp. So that what is it behind?
What's it?
It says, what's the idea between the concept of Lagos for Lagos? Are you part of it?
No, I am not part of it. It's something that is, I think, visionary by Jandor that owns that. I am not part of Lagos for Lagos. I'm G for G, Gomez for governor, and everybody knows about G for G in Lagos PDP. We're not. They came. Lagos for Lagos came to PDP in Lagos. I have been PDP in Lagos, so they're two different things entirely. Thank you.
Yeah, no, but people are interpreting it to mean that look, only a Lagos State indigene should be governor of Lagos State. And that in Lagos State, you've had too many people from Osun State, from Ogun State, emerging as Lagos State governor. And in your campaign, you have tried to prove that you are an authentic Lagosian. So even if you are not part of Jandon's group, you also seem to believe.
Excuse me, Jandor, not Jandor.
Okay, Jandon, whatever. His name is Adediran,
Okay.
right? Okay,
Adediran, yes.
Yeah. So we have his name, but I mean that other one is a cognomen. But the point is, do you believe in the idea that only a person from Lagos must be governor of Lagos? And who are these Lagosians, so-called, considering the fact that since the 19th, even before the 19th century, Lagos has been a cosmopolitan center with the Jabus, setting up in Shomolu, with the Egbas setting up in Abule Egba, with the Benin setting up in other parts of Lagos. So who are these autochthonous Lagosians who think that Lagos belongs to them? And among contemporary times, we have Adibos taking over Amuwo Odofin, Okoko Michael. They even sell land there in foreign land. They are Omonile in foreign land. So who is the Lagosian?
Dr. Abati, I'll tell you one thing though. The simple way of knowing Lagosians is just mention their last name. You know if it's a Lagosian or not. One of the biggest strengths that Gomez have is that once you mention that name Gomez, everybody will say it's a true Lagosian. Now, I'm not saying that it's not the right of anybody to come out, but we are saying that authentically, it's about time we put a true Lagosian in charge of Lagos. Just like when you go to Imo State or Abia State or whatever, they're citizens of that state. Let us have that for a change. Let us have a true Lagosians in charge, a Lagosian in charge of Lagos. And let's see how different it will be, because it now becomes our own property. This is our own commonwealth. This is a way of knowing that someone that is a Lagosian is running the affairs of Lagos. Now, you were saying that there's some people they have the right, the indigenous citizens, they have the right to go anywhere and stay anywhere. But it's time for us to have a true Lagosian to be part of this, to take care of the system. And we can even have non-indigens as part of the management of Lagos State. But the hem of affairs of Lagos State, I think, should be run by a true negotiation by origin. That's what we want.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Gomez. I lost connection with you there. Are you still with me?
I'm still with you.
Okay, please go ahead. Or you have landed on your point about who is a Lagosian.
Yes, I've handed my point to who is a Lagosian. A Lagosian is someone that is known as an original Lagosian. We know that by the name, we know the true Lagosians.
Okay.
We that the Lagosians.
I hope one day my name. Okay, I hope one day my name will not be rejected as a non-Lagosian problem with all the children that are produced here in Lagos and who can claim that they are Lagosians by birth. But let's take one final call and then we'll take it from there. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, are you a Lagosian or you just want to dabble into other people's
one? From Campus.
Where are you from?
Yes, from Campus.
What's your name? What's your name? Are you a Lagosian?
I'm a real Lagosian.
Okay.
My name is Baku Thomas.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes.
Thomas.
Thank you so much. For the other man in your other side, tell him it's not his time yet. You should go and wait. Someone who is going for the second time. Let him go and wait. Thank you so much.
So you came here just to campaign for Babajide Sanwo-Olu and to say that my guess you wait.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, well, Prince Gomez, what do you say to that?
That's his
opinion. It looks like you already have some people.
That's his opinion.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take one more final call.
True Lagosians. No, true Lagosians can't wait any longer. They want a new government. They want a new system. True Lagosians. They don't have time for that. Thanks.
Okay, we'll take this one more caller and we're done with it today.
Number one, I said, the last caller was saying about that it's not one to speak. It's the electors that will decide who will be our governor. That is number one. Number two, I want to ask you, the man, our gubernatorial there, what is he going to do differently from what Sanwo-Olu is doing now? Then number two, the area of who goes through everywhere. What is he going to do about it? Number three, I want you to look at the area, but what is he going to do about the area, but Lagos State? Those are the three questions. Thank you very much.
The three questions are quite too many at this point in the program. But Prince Gomez, which one would you like to respond to? And you do that quickly, and we close the program.
I would like to take the area of the issue of the area boys. Nobody wants to be an area boy. It's because there are no jobs around. What I'll do with the area boys is that I'm going to make sure that they are properly educated and given jobs to do. Like so many areas of our economy that the area boys can work in. Some of them you believe are graduates, but because there are no jobs for them, they are really doing this area. But we got to have to put them into what they call human capital development and let them be able to be better in their lives. It's not fun to be an area boy. It's not a joke. It's not easy. So right now, I'm looking at them as an integral part of the system and train them to be better utilized for the community. Thank you.
Okay, on that note, we won't be able to take more calls, although I see that too many people are trying to engage Prince Wale Gomez. You just have to hold your fire. Maybe some other day we'll invite him to come back again and then state his case, how he wants to challenge the present administration in Lagos State and make a difference. On that note, I would like to thank you very much, Prince Wale Gomez, for taking time out to discuss your governorship aspiration, or should I say ambition, and the 2023 general election with us today. Now, many thanks also to our callers and those who reach out to us on Zoom and Facebook. Remember, the conversation does not end here. You can still reach out to me on my social media account at Abati1990 on Instagram and at City1051 on all social media platforms. For those of you who tuned in late, there's no need to worry. You can visit our YouTube page, City1051, to watch the entire show in a couple of minutes. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave comments. And don't forget also to tune in next week at noon, 12 noon, for another exciting edition of City Talks. My name is Reuben Abati. The show was produced by Adedayo Allen, Charles Flames, Abiodun Duton, Ayoda Amola Oludara, and Festus Liverpool. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. We'll see you again. We'll be here again next Saturday. Thank you.
City Talks with Reuben Abati.